As a data analyst, you'll be tackling business tasks that help companies use data. Coming up, we'll talk more about what a business task actually is and some examples of what they might look like in real data analyst jobs. Let's take a second to think back on the real examples of businesses using data analytics in their operation we've seen before. You might have noticed a common theme across every example. They all have issues to explore, questions to answer, or problems to solve. It's easy for these things to get mixed up, so here's a way to keep them straight when we talk about them in data analytics. An issue is a topic or subject to investigate. A question is designed to discover information, and a problem is an obstacle or complication that needs to be worked out. Coca-Cola had a question about new products. Data analysis gave them insights into new flavors customers already like. The city zoo and aquarium had a problem with staffing. Data helped them figure out the best staffing strategy. These questions and problems become the foundation for all kinds of business tasks that you'll help solve as a data analyst. A business task is the question or problem data analysis answers for a business. This is where you'll focus a lot of your efforts in the work you'll do for future employers. Let's stick with our zoo example and see if we can imagine what a business task for a zoo might look like. We know the problem. Unpredictable weather was making it hard for the zoo to anticipate staffing needs. So maybe the business task could be something like analyze weather data from the last decade to identify predictable patterns. The data analyst could then plan out the best way to gather, analyze, and present the data needed to solve this task and meet the zoo's goals. Then, using data, the zoo would be able to make informed decisions about their daily staffing. So we talked a little about data-driven decision-making in previous videos. But just in case you need a refresher, here it is. Data-driven decision-making is when facts that have been discovered through data analysis are used to guide business strategy. The simplest way to think about decision-making is that it's a choice between consequences, good, bad, or a combination of both. In our zoo example, the zoo had the data they needed to make an informed decision that solved their problem. But what if they had made this decision without data? Let's say they just relied on observation and memory to track the weather and make staffing schedules. Well, we already know that wouldn't have solved their problem long term. Data analytics gave them the information they needed to find the best possible solution to their problem. That's the power of data. Observation and intuition are powerful tools in decision-making, but they can only take us so far. When we make decisions based on just observation and gut feelings, we're only seeing part of the picture. Data helps us see the whole thing. With data, we have a complete picture of the problem and its causes, which lets us find new and surprising solutions we never would have been able to see before. Data analytics helps businesses make better decisions, and it all starts with a business task and the question it's trying to answer. With the skills you'll learn throughout this program, you'll be able to ask the right questions, plan out the best way to gather and analyze data, and then present it visually to arm your team so they can make an informed, data-driven decision. And that makes you critical to the success of any business you work for. Data is a powerful tool, and with great power comes, well, you know the rest. And you're doing a super job taking in all of this information. Up next, we'll talk about your responsibility as a data analyst to make sure you're gathering, analyzing, and presenting data in a way that's fair to the people being represented by that data.